Okay, good evening, everybody. My name is Zanambasi. I'm very excited about today's presentation, particularly because I've taken a different slant, as I like to do. This is Team Training Tuesday. Guests are most welcome. And we also like to call it Applied Neolife. And we've, over the past few weeks, been covering core nutrition plus. And I add that plus to show that, okay, everything revolves around the core nutrition, but you add other things as you require. We have a wealth of products, and today we want to look forward, particularly since there's inflation and there is a lot of challenges economically and health-wise, and people are actually looking for a way to create an income. I'm one of those who understood at the very beginning of getting involved with this amazing company called Neolife that in order to make money, you first have to learn to save money. So that's what I would like to show you. And we are in the business of making the world a healthier and happier place. And we want to start with everyone's home. People continue to complain, are just so tired. What is the missing? What is it that has to be done differently in order to make sure that people are truly healthier and happier? So let's see what we can unpack. Before we do, I just want to, I hope I haven't missed any. Okay, before we do, I want to recap what we understand by disease. That is the way we've learned how to pronounce it, but it's actually two words put together. Dis-ease, meaning there's something wrong with the way you are feeling at ease, dis-ease, okay? So carbohydrates that we eat in whatever form, either simple, processed, or complex, impact the energy that your body produces. And they also impact the way your body handles sugar. Then essential fatty acids, the things like the oils that we take, the essential ones, the omega-3 is an essential fatty acid, arachidonic acid is an essential fatty acid, things like that. Those influence how your immune system is regulated and whether there is pro-inflammation or anti-inflammation happening, pro and anti-inflammatory states. There has to be a balance there. And then your body has to be capable of detoxification because we are always absorbing those heavy metals and other free radicals. And we had a webinar on free radicals, and those cause quite severe oxidative damage, but we can't escape them because we live in this world. We are in this world. So I just want to say that it is good that we look at root causes, because once we can understand the possible root causes, we'll also understand the role of the bad types of inflammation that can happen, and also understand that at the root of most diseases is inflammation. There's some inflammation happening. So let's just carry on. This is a visual to show you 8 ways in which chronic inflammation can damage your body. By the way, inflammation appears as acute or chronic. Acute can develop into chronic. Now, just to describe the differences, acute inflammation, for example, you cut your finger or you injure yourself, and your body acutely will marshal up everything within the immune system to take care of that injury. Okay, that is acute. But it has to come to an end. There are mechanisms in the body that bring it to an end. Chronic inflammation, on the other hand, is, for example, you've got a piece of furniture next to your bed, and each time you climb out of bed, you knock your knee against it. And instead of taking away that piece of offending furniture, you leave it there because you've decided it looks beautiful in your bedroom. So every time you wake up, you knock your knee. Every time you wake up, you'll knock your knee. But because you refuse to change, pretty soon that acute inflammation will become chronic inflammation. Okay, so it can damage your body. And these are the ways it damages, in those 8 ways, not by any means exhaustive, but things like memory loss, not the piece of furniture, but I'm saying inflammation, memory loss, increased cardiovascular risk. We've had all these topics discussed at some point. Compromised digestive function, weight gain, accelerated skin aging, and obviously abnormal growth of healthy cells. We've covered all these, but today we want to look at it from another point of view. So look around you. Help yourself to connect the dots, but let me carry on with a bit of background. We are made out of trillions of cells, as you all know, and each cell has to be able to feed, it has to be able to excrete, it has to be able to reproduce, it has to be able to work. And the working bits of the cells are called the mitochondria. And then there's obviously the nucleus, which has the genetic material and the reproduction of that cell. But in the mitochondria is where work is done. Now, I'm building this background up because we are trying to always complain about how tired they are. Okay, so mitochondria look something like that. The very hard-working cells have thousands of mitochondria. Each heart cell is said to have about 5,000 mitochondria. Not each heart, but each heart cell has thousands of mitochondria, as do muscle cells. The kidneys have a lot of mitochondria. The brain, obviously, because it's always working hard, has a lot of mitochondria. And mitochondria are unique in that they also have DNA, and they have mechanisms for building protein. We call them ribosomes. So very, very important. Now, why am I talking like this? Because out there, we are using a lot of things that are potentially toxic. And so this question, is your deodorant toxic? Should be taken seriously, but not only deodorant, there are many other toxins out there that we use every time, and they poison our mitochondria. And so pretty soon, there is no energy being produced, and pretty soon we are tired and sick and tired of being sick and tired, because that's what they do. The mitochondria have the power inside us. We call them the powerhouses of our cells. So the missing piece of the puzzle. So in this call that we in the family that is on a mission not to keep it a secret any longer. And that's what we are going to discuss today. And before we get there, your life does not get better by chance. And believe you me, it gets better by change. That was said famously by Jim Rohn. So targeted solutions always start with a core, and then you add for specific reasons. So the core nutrition looks something like that. We have the shake and the Pro Vitality. Pro Vitality is a stunning little box with 4 things in there. And I'm sure it will be in all the markets very, very soon. But treanin is foundational. Then this is the antioxidant that we've discussed, omega-3, essential fatty acids in there, and then as in treanin, and then of course, the cofactors. Then I like to always point out that from time to time, just like those of you who drive would take your car for a service, so that the oil is changed and the coolants are topped up and everything is looked at, you need to detox your body. Okay, so that's important because we are always exposed to toxins. But today's topic is about our magnificent cleaning product, earth-friendly. They look like that. That is the core cleaning. And there's another picture. They're totally life-changing if you can accept change. Now, today, I want us to be clear that this is perhaps one of the places that when you first introduce a new person to Neolife or to these products, they won't see the value of this particular range. And we call that tradition. Tradition gets in their way. They will argue that my great-grandmother used that brand and my mother used that brand, and now I'm going to use this brand. In any case, they freak out because they look at the price tag. So we need to become experts at telling the difference between our range of products and whatever it is that they're using out there. And the difference is that ours are highly economical. I actually have price comparison charts. Unfortunately, they are in the currency that I use here in rands, but I'm sure you can make comparative price comparisons as well. And then for those people who come to you in pain, the last thing on their mind is to conserve the environment. For who? Why? Why should I do that? My pain is in my knees. My pain is because I've been told that my heart is not working well, all right? Now, the purpose of this presentation is to connect dots so that they see that by reducing inflammation around them, they will reduce their pain, okay? For example, our washing powder. I use 2 bags this size, 2 kilo bags a year, 2 bags a year. And amazingly, I also use the same product in my dishwasher. So we just have to learn to change. Then we have oxygen bleach. You notice it is oxygen and not chlorine. Most people for years have been using chlorine-based bleaches. That is highly oxidizing, and that oxidative damage in the long run will result in those pains, such as heart disease, such as kidney disease, such as the thyroid that we spoke about last week, thyroid disease. Then we have disinfectants. Now, these ones will take care of you while getting rid of those bad germs that you want to get rid of without damaging you in the process. So we have care and we have LDC. And just to look at it a bit closely, you wash your hands with diluted LDC. By the way, all our products are concentrates. You must dilute them. So before disinfecting with care, you wash your hands with diluted LDC. Now, care on its own is a highly concentrated disinfectant. It is designed to kill a variety of germs, and it can even be good enough to use as a hospital grade, diluted 1 to 10. But in the household, all you need is 1 to 50. And in the past, I used to use it for people that needed to gargle if they had either sore throat or if they had thick oral thrush. It worked so brilliantly, okay? Yet it is safe to use. There are no abrasives and no hazardous ingredients, and it is 100% biodegradable. It will not destroy the bacteria that live in the soil. If anything, the bacteria help to break it down without damaging the environment. Then I thought I would also show you that we have other products like the wash and wax, 100% biodegradable, but all our products are also versatile in that you can use this as a perfect tile cleaner. If you have tiles, ceramic tiles on your floor, it is very good. And remember, you're now getting rid of all the other things that would otherwise leave residues in your home and create that chronic inflammation in the long run. Then we have Supergrow, very, very popular with the farmers. Again, same attributes, 100% biodegradable, it's non-toxic, it's highly, highly economical. 1 liter of water, you add just 1 ml of fluid and it will increase yields. We just put this sweet potato to show how effective it is. Then let us look at the personal care as well as nutrients organic. And all along, remembering that we are trying to limit inflammation, the mother of all diseases, I want to point out aloe vera gel. Everybody should have a tube of aloe vera gel with them in case of an injury, a bite, a burn. It is highly economical and very, very effective. It actually helps with healing. And then we have Body Love. Yes, it's a bath oil, but it is also versatile. I mix it with hand and body lotion to make a very good moisturizer for my skin. Then we have stuff for the hair. It has been shown that some shampoos out there, their chemical composition has been shown to cause and to lead to Alzheimer's. And one can believe it. Shampoos and conditioners are rubbed into the scalp and really rubbed into there. And between the scalp and a very rich blood supply that actually goes deep into the body and into the brain is a short distance. Now, if you're rubbing those chemicals into your hair, that's why we, in one of the manifestations of chronic inflammation is cognitive changes. Now, question, could your shampoo be leading to Alzheimer's? That's a quiz question that we can answer on another day. Then, of course, we have Nutrients Organic, the skincare range that defies the aging process. It is totally 100% organic and vegan, made out of the kind of ingredients that you could eat. Okay, I put this here just to say it is real food for your skin. Has vitamin C, has vitamin E, has antioxidants, phytonutrients for your skin, and it works, okay? But more than just taking my word for it, it has been clinically tested to really deliver results. And so that is the secret to a glowing skin. Work from the inside with all the nutrients, but remember, limit the inflammation that can be caused by using the kinds of products that will cause that inflammation. Just reduce them. So we have something about diabetes, you know, poor blood sugar control affects the skin quite negatively. And it's always quite stunning to see how old people whose blood sugar is poorly controlled look, okay? So I want you to remember this acronym. It's AGES or AGE, and the S is just to make it plural. That is what out of control sugar or sugars, proteins and fats do to your skin, and it becomes visible. But now, picture this, you can see it on top. What is going on in the liver, in the kidneys, in the heart, in the entire blood vessel system? We called it the endothelium. That is actually the biggest organ that we have. What is going on in the eyes? What is going on? If you can see it on top, I'm sure whatever is going on inside is happening even faster. So AGE or AGES stands for Advanced Glycation End Products. And that's what causes visible aging as well as invisible aging. So just remember, and I did promise that this would be a short webinar so that we can have a lively discussion. The next time you pick up a food which has been partially hydrogenated or overcooked or over-processed and it is sweet, just ask yourself that question. Am I contributing to the inflammation? Yeah. Am I going to regret this the next time I look in the mirror? Because inflammation doesn't just happen when you are infected with a disease. It also happens with the lifestyle we lead. And so today I wanted to introduce our stunning cleaning range to the visitors and the guests who might just be looking for vitamins that, well, we have more than just vitamins. We have everything that you need to make a clean change for yourself. So this was an amazing saying by this gentleman. How you love yourself is how you teach others to love you. So I vote that we love ourselves with everything that Neolife has to offer. And I'm sure we will make the world a healthier and happier place. Thank you very much. So you are now welcome to have a few questions. If the recording is not too dodgy, I will record a few questions if you want. Otherwise, I will stop it.